What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. Speaking of the $50 giveaway I do every single week, Hop Out Zay is the winner from last week. Hop Out Zay. Hit me up on Twitter at Cam_ATL so I can get your info. Send that over to you, man. Shout out to everybody who every single day comes in, shows love to your boy, watches the videos, all that good shit. Appreciate y'all as always. Code YouTube at propsmadeeasy.com can still get you $15 a month lifetime deal for as long as you keep it active. That doesn't mean you can join up for the $15, your card get declined next month, and you don't continue. You won't be able to hop back on the 15, okay? You won't be able to use this code again. So once you use this code, lock in, all right? Code YouTube, only $15 a month for lifetime. So you don't want to lose out on that, okay, by letting your stuff fall off or whatever. So make sure you got good information set up when you enter all your information in at Props Made Easy. And get set up using code YouTube for $15 a month lifetime. All right? Put your favorite two-mans down in the comment section. I'm going to do a $20 giveaway to somebody in this video alone for Memorial Day. I'm going to do a little giveaway down in the comment section. Put your favorite two-man down in the comment section to win $20 from your boy. It must hit. I will keep selecting until I find one that hits. But put your favorite two-man down in the comment section. As always, the tools I'm going to use in this video is propsmadeeasy.com. They're just overall the best tools that you could possibly use in the industry, and for only $15 using code YouTube, it's absolutely ridiculous if you don't have an active membership. Again, the weekend was a huge weekend for Props Made Easy members. You can just check the Props Made Easy Twitter. If you would like to see wins there, you could, if you're in the Sharp Society community at Props Made Easy, once you join Props Made Easy, you have access to the Sharp Society. You can also see people winning in there as well. If you have any questions, that's the good part about Props Made Easy. You use Props Made Easy, and if you have any questions on the best ways to utilize it or what you can fix in your strategy, if you haven't been having a ton of success, just talk to somebody. A lot of people will come into this sports betting world brand new, immediately start playing six-mans every day on Prizepicks and wonder why they're not hitting every day. There is a strategy that you need to be utilizing, ways that you can get better from other people who have had more success and been in this game for longer that can help you just grow. And that's what the Sharp Society is for everybody to come together, help others become better, utilizing a tool that is the best in the industry at only $15 a month, using code YouTube, by the way. And yeah, so let's get straight into the picks for today, man. So first things first, I'm going to type in today's date, 05/26. There we go. That way we're only seeing today's date. Let's go ahead and select multiple sports. And let's keep Prizepicks. Let's look at the best Prizepicks first, and then we'll go from there, okay? Now, we have multiple tacos on the board right now. Multiple taco discounts on the board right now. Definitely interested in taking advantage of some of these. Let's start off with... Hold on one second. Let's start off with... I mean, honestly, any of these are great, okay? Because, for example, if you look at long-term data utilizing the taco discounts, right? The taco discounts hit at over a 70% rate, okay, on average. They will hit at over a 70% rate. You're never going to get a bet that has a 70% or higher hit rate probability on it. So you have to add these in. You have to play these, okay? Now, what I would pair them with, let's see, who would I go? I mean, any of these are great. I would rather not go the even line. So I'd go Crochet. I'd go Crochet over 5.5 strikeouts. I'd pair that up with Adrian Hauser. Under 5.5 hits allowed at 5.24 EV. 35 books baked into that consensus of -133, making it a 5.24. Great spot there for him. You can pair another one up with Julius Randle's over 11.5 rebounds assists tonight at 5.23 EV on Prizepicks. 37 books baked into that. Again, what are we looking for? Sharp and safe has one for Prizepicks as well. Dante DiVincenzo over 7.5 points has 43 books baked into this. Sharp books have this at -140 or higher on his over 7.5 points. 5.19 EV. So Dante DiVincenzo over 7.5 points is also an amazing option. You can pair that up with the under Adrian Hauser of 5.5 hits allowed, and then you can grab you a taco, any of these. Crochet would probably be the guy I would go, or Yamamoto. I don't care to go an even line. If I'm playing a taco, I'm not trying to get an even line. I don't really care much about that. You feel what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to projection differentials, Yamamoto has the biggest projection differential at 1.95. So you can definitely go Yamamoto if you want to over 4.5 strikeouts. All of these guys are equal. The only thing that separates them is the projection differential for Yamamoto after the AI simulations. Okay, so Yamamoto over 4.5 strikeouts paired up with the other plays that I just mentioned. All right, let's move on. Let's look at all books. All right, looking at all books, sharp and safe, you already know. And again, let me explain sharp and safe for anybody who may be watching this video and may be new to this. Sharp and safe filter at Props Made Easy is built to check every box that you need to be looking at with the click of a button and make sure it gets rid of all the other noise, any plays that don't match up with great options and don't check every box. It gets rid of all of those, and it shows you only the plays that are already expected to have a higher hit probability, as well as already solid EV and everything else, right? So baseline, we're looking for 5% or higher EV, 30 or more books baked into the consensus. You can see the amount of books right here, all right? And then on sharp and safe, all of the plays are going to be favored already at minus 120 or higher. Why? Because the higher the more they're favored, the more consistent they're going to be. So if you're playing a play that's in the minus 140s consistently, you're going to hit that more consistently than you will a play at plus 110. Okay? The hit rate probability of this play is already high. So we're taking plays that are already expected to hit with their probability and then still has a high EV due to comparing to the rest of the books. So Francisco Lindor on Novig over 0.5 runs is heavily favored at minus 140 on Novig. 10.26 EV, 30 books are baked into a minus 180 average, giving it the 10.26 EV. So not only are you getting a play that's already has a high probability of hitting, but they have a good EV too, which is the main key. You want plays that are high EV no matter what. Every play you play needs to be high EV. If you have a low bankroll, you need to make sure you're playing favored EV. The plays that are already favored at minus 120 or higher. That way you're more consistent with it. The issue with EV for a lot of people is that their bankroll can't sustain the losses that they take throughout the month to the point where they're able to see the benefits long term because their bankroll is depleted by the time before they can even reach that end goal, right? Because you're gonna have losses, that's inevitable. The wins will offset those losses, but if you have a very small bankroll, you can't take many losses at all. Now, this isn't really the industry for you if you can't handle a loss, but nonetheless, Props Made Easy likes to make things as easy as possible for every single type of person in this industry, right? And so if you have a low bankroll, we want y'all to still be able to do what y'all got to do. Just play it smart. Play the plays you're supposed to play. Straight bet plays that are all sharp and safe on the Props Made Easy tool. Zach McKinstry, over 0.5 hits at minus 122 on Profit-X. 9.74 EV. 40 books are baked into that 9.74 EV. You're already getting it favored at minus 122. Good spot on Zach. Justin Turner, over 0.5 hits at minus 124 on Profit-X. 9.31 EV. 34 books baked into that 9.31 EV. Good spot on Justin Turner. Brett Batty, over 0.5 bases at minus 127 on Profit-X. A lot of Profit-X and Novig, man. These peer-to-peer are really taking over. Take advantage of some of these lines you get. All right. Zach Littell, over 5.5 hits allowed at minus 125, 9.15 EV, 30 or more books baked in. All of these are going to show that. Now, if you scroll down some more, you'll start seeing other books, Fanatics and all that stuff. So whatever books you have access to, a lot of people have access to Novig and Profit-X. If you don't, though, all you got to do is select right here and just select the ones, unselect all of them, and select only the ones you have access to. That way, every single play that you're seeing are plays that you can actually bet. You don't need to be looking at a play on Novig if you can't even bet on Novig. You feel what I'm saying? So select only what you can play, all right? Let's move on to the game center, and then we'll get to the home run predictions. All right, first and foremost, let's do all books, and let's do sharp and safe, see if any sharp and safe options. No sharp and safe options on MLB at least, but we're going to go ahead and select all of them and update. We do have a sharp and safe for hockey. We have the Florida Panthers, first period money line at minus 150 on Bet365. 68 books are baked into this. You can get this bet on Bet365 or Bet Online. It's great value on either of them. First period money line, Florida Panthers, Bet365 or Bet Online is a good spot to go there. Let's go high EV Heat so we have more options. All right. High EV heat is going to be plays that are 30 or more books baked into the consensus, 5 or higher expected value. Okay, we're not worried about a play being favored or not. We're looking at how many books they have baked in and all that good stuff. Now, this is first the play that sticks out to me. They're all in the 7 EVs, but this has 89 books baked into the consensus of minus 128, where you're getting it at minus 110 on Bet Online. Okay, Toronto plus 0.5 first half run line on Bet Online at minus 110 is going to be an amazing option. 89 books baked into that. All right, next option, Kansas City Royals. Really like that spot. Over 3.5 team total. 81 books baked in. This should be a sharp and safe play at minus 120 on Circa. Royals, over 3.5 team total. Minus 120 on Circa. It's minus 140 almost among 81 other books. So Kansas City Royals is a fantastic play as well. I know a lot of people are interested in, like, what's the best NBA options tonight? Let's take a look. The absolute best options that you could go with tonight for NBA would be the Timberwolves money line at plus 138 on Novig. They're plus 125 among 123 books. I would go the Timberwolves money line here against OKC at plus 138, 5.75 EV. Great spot, 123 books baked into a plus 125 consensus, and you're getting it at plus 138. So good spot there for the Minnesota Timberwolves. All right, let's move on to the home run predictor real quick. Home run predictor continued. Ohtani homered yesterday. Pete Alonso homered yesterday. Many guys off the top of the tool homered yesterday. So that was another fantastic day. Let's take a look at what our best options are today. Ohtani is going to continue to be at the top when he faces a pitcher who is giving up anything. I mean, solid exit velocity allowed out of Gavin Williams puts him in a risky position against a guy with elite category in 3 of the 5. Okay, and there's more data that we're also taking in this. We're just not showing it on the back of the card, but a lot of data goes into this, and Ohtani is an absolute monster. So, of course, he's going to be expected to hit a home run on a consistent basis. First thing we need to do, let's go to FanDuel. A lot of y'all make your home run parlays and stuff on FanDuel. We're going to go to FanDuel, and then I want to look at Vegas Edge. All right, what that is it's showing the difference between where the odds are on FanDuel that we have selected compared to the consensus odds. Okay? Now I want to scroll until I find a heavy, a nuke zone. Boom. This is going to be a play I have high interest in. Why? Because not only does he have a 21.18 Vegas edge at plus 600 odds on FanDuel, meaning his consensus odds are probably like plus 400 or something across the rest of the industry, but you're getting it at plus 600 on FanDuel. 21.18 Vegas edge. Suzuki versus Palmquist. 13.05 home run score. He is a nuke zone play and has a 21.18 Vegas edge at plus 600 on FanDuel. Love the spot for Suzuki. If we take a look at the other side of the card, launch angle allowed is the weak spot for this pitcher. Otherwise, he's pretty average. He gives up a weak exit velocity allowed, and his expected home runs allowed is weak right now. But Suzuki is elite in multiple categories, solid in multiple categories. His overall home run expectation is pretty high here in this matchup with this righty-lefty matchup he has going on for him here. Plus 600 feels crazy to me, to be honest. Plus 600 feels kind of crazy to me. Let's see if there's any other nuke zone that are high. Cody Clemens at plus 360 against Zach Littell. Cody Clemens is a nuke zone, has a 14.12 Vegas edge, and a plus 360 odds on FanDuel, meaning his consensus odds must be less. For example, let's go back to consensus and look at Suzuki. What's his consensus odds? Plus 477 when you average all of the books. All of the books, you get 477. Look at all these books. When you average all of the books that have home runs together, they have plus 477 for Suzuki, but you're getting them at plus 600 on FanDuel. Clemens. Cody Clemens is plus 303 consensus-wise. But on FanDuel, Cody Clemens is plus 360. Okay? So take advantage of some of these value spots, man. Okay? Take advantage. All right. So anyways, going back to FanDuel, we're looking at the Vegas edge. We got those two. Suzuki is an interesting one at plus 600 value-wise. Cody Clemens at plus 360 is a good one. Suarez against Andrew Heaney is at plus 420, giving him a 13.43 Vegas edge. So again, all of those three guys are going to be my most solid like value options. They're all nuke zone and they all have solid Vegas edges. And then if we want to look at the absolute best options, you can just look at the nuke zone options. Just like I just did, I put nuke zone only in. And as you can see, there's some other plays that are interesting. Plays plus 830 on Will Benson in this matchup. It seems kind of crazy to me. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I mean, you've got some high ratings here. Nuke Zone Sweet Spot's going to show you plays that are like plus 300 to plus 500. So it's keeping you in a solid payout range while still keeping you in the Nuke Zone range, right? So all of these plays are in play as well. O'Neal Cruz, Cody Clemens, Suarez, Dominguez. All of these guys are going to be options that you can go with as well. Now, if we look at the overall odds of hitting a home run today, Aaron Judge has the highest odds. And then Ketel Marte is a green light, has the second highest odds. And then Shohei Ohtani is a nuke zone as the third highest odds to hit a home run today. All right. Thank y'all for joining me as always. PropsMadeEasy.com, man. You can get some invaluable data for only $15 a month using code YouTube. If you haven't joined up yet using that code, take advantage. It is ridiculous. This is like a quarter of the cost of any other any other tools in the industry that helps you find EV. It is like a quarter of the cost and has AI simulation projection data on top of it, which no other company has. And it has a home run prediction tool that no other company has. It has filters that allows for every type of person, not just telling you, oh, once you bet 1,000 times, you'll see profit due to EV. No, we have filters that'll help you see profit quicker from taking less risk. You feel what I'm saying? So lock in. PropsMadeEasy.com will change your betting life, especially if you're new to betting, man. If you're lucky enough to see this video in the early stages of your betting, man, and you can get your shit right early, you're off to a good start. Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Y'all have an amazing Monday, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.